Hello there, and welcome back to will&jack. Bit of a different video for you guys today. The date today, right now, as I'm recording this, is the 26th of July, 2023, and in precisely 47 days, I'm going to be moving to Canada, a completely different country, and I have no home, and I have no job over there. So I'm kind of just winging it, and I have less than 2 months to find a house and find a job. Otherwise, I'm going to be a bit stuck. So I'm kind of making this video as a way to sort of document if I can do it, if I can challenge myself to move to another city, just start a whole new life. I think it's going to be very difficult. It's going to take a lot of work, but I think it's also going to be really, really fun. And I think it's going to be something I'll never forget. So at the moment, I've got a visa. It was very easy to do. It's a working holiday visa. It means I can legally work in Canada for 2 years. And that's quite easy to get hold of. That's probably the easiest part, to be honest, out of this whole process. So whilst I still have 47 days, I'm going to be browsing Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, just the internet, just trying to find somewhere to live, because I think right now that's the main priority. The job can come later. Am I worried about all of this? Completely uprooting my life here and going to a new place? Nah, I think I'm really excited. So I started out with my hunt for somewhere to live. I must have spent weeks looking over Craigslist, looking over Facebook Marketplace for somewhere to live. And the biggest issue I found was that in Canada, you move in on the 1st or the 15th of the month. And on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, they only really advertise a month before the month you move in. So in reality, I had to wait till August to find somewhere. After spending days collecting lists and saving places on Facebook Marketplace, I started sending out messages to people. Little did I realise that due to the fact I was in England, I couldn't message people in Canada, so Facebook Marketplace had to be struck off the list. That only left me with Craigslist, and thankfully, they had a lot of options. Back again for a little update. I managed to find a place on Craigslist, which was pretty cool. 1 bedroom, pretty cheap. I messaged the person, they've got back to me. Unfortunately, I'm second in line. Hopefully the first person drops out. So my search for accommodation continued, and time was running out, but little did I know that later that day, I would come across a gold mine. So it's been a few hours since I got the email saying I was second in line at that other place. However, I've just found another place on Craigslist, which is actually 2 bedroom for the price of a 1 bedroom, and I'm absolutely applying for that 100%. It looks amazing, and I really hope I get this one. Whilst I was excited about the prospect of moving to Canada and starting a new adventure, it was time to say goodbye to the city that I called home for 26 years. Finally, some very good news. So the place that has 2 bedrooms has finally got back to me, and they're more than happy for me to take it for 6 months. At the moment, I'm keeping my hopes minimal, but it is still very good news. So the landlord actually called me up due to the time difference. It was 1:30 in the morning, but it was entirely worth it because the place looks absolutely amazing. And if I get it, it is going to be absolutely perfect. It has everything I need. But yeah, I've met the landlord. He's sending over some paperwork, which is actually a very good sign. Like, if you're doing what I'm doing and you're going into a place short term, you want to have a place which has paperwork, because it means all the legalities are covered and there is a clear agreement between you and the landlord. But like I said, excitement levels low until I have that paperwork signed in my hands. It seems to me that apartments in Vancouver are very much like London buses. You wait all day for one, only for 2 to come along at the same time. So you'll never guess what's happened now. So I've got the nice apartment, the 2 bedroom one, basically sorted. I think I'm gonna get that. I think that's guaranteed for me to get that. But the other apartment, who I said I was second in line, just got back to me, and they said that I'm now first in line. The other people did drop out in the end. So literally, you spend months looking at apartments, and then 2 are literally offered to you on a plate within hours of each other. It's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. But I'd rather 2 than 0. Although in my heart of hearts, I really think I'm going to go for the 2-bedroom one. It's a bit more expensive, but I just feel like it's just it'd just be a much nicer place to live for 6 months.
Whilst I was also waiting, it was time to say goodbye to my friends.
My time has come.
We decided to do a pretty small thing for my leaving party. We're going to visit every Premier League stadium in London within 24 hours. The route was pretty simple. Start at Emirates, go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, go to West Ham, go to Wembley, carry on to QPR, then to Chelsea, then finish off at Fulham. We didn't do Brentford or Crystal Palace because they were pretty difficult to get to, so instead we swapped them with Wembley and QPR. I said goodbye to London, now it's time to say goodbye to my friends.
There's no introduction needed. I'm a genius, and I'm even schooling seniors. Next year, Porsche's Beamers, not a level caution, I'm serious. I'm far from a short of experience. With the Venus to a distorted frequency. It's awesome, because someone important, but as for unfortunate dreamers, 1040 and I'm close to be cleaners. Broom and a brush out, not losing my touch. I love the gear like I'm using a clutch, stop losing my buzz. I do what I does, the juice in my blood, but the game's so loose and corrupt. Thinking the moon is a muscle, I'm never affected, except when I'm getting arrested. Had peace, but they're never arrested. But arrested, now the whole ends are arrested. I've been tested, but they couldn't penetrate my defenses. I'm right here, middle finger extended. Bitch, cause you ain't had a single with. And me, I'm a collective, a really. Blood. Let me all do. Look, I really like wreck if any might step. I got the whole game to the very right rep. I'm ahead by much more than 29 steps. Still going when you ain't got any rhymes. I'm like red, take a sister, my pro. I do this on the regular homes. I'm needed like cellular phones, and I could do it on my own. But together, that's a hell of a show. Hello, the name's Ghetto. Justin Reggie, all the same fellow. And I gave me low. Niggas trying to break me down, I ain't Lego. He said I'm an angry K-A-N-O. I was like, N-O, you know my M-O. I'll stick it to your face, no memo. I'm on the roads like lines that are yellow. Bro, you were not like.
I hold in my hand a piece of paper, well, a folder. And the contents of this folder have my lease agreement in it. The place is mine. The date is August the 8th, and I've managed to secure a place for me to live in Vancouver with 35 days to go.
A great success!
A funny thing actually about this date, August the 8th, the day which I have signed the tenancy agreement, it actually would have been my grandpa's birthday, his 90th birthday. And why that is funny is when he was maybe about my age, he was going to move to Canada, but he didn't in the end. It's funny how on the day of his birthday, I signed the documents which basically sealed my decision to go to Canada. Make of that what you will. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but...
With a house looking like it was sorted, I said goodbye to London, and I'd also said goodbye to my friends. There's one more person left who I had to say goodbye to.
Naturally, of course, with me leaving for Canada, the channel wasn't just called Will, it's Will and Jack. So of course, I had to make a cheeky trip to Aldershot. Jack, this is my first time in Aldershot. This is your home. I'm finally here. 24 hours in Aldershot. What's in store for me today, Jack?
I don't know. Well, I think we're gonna have to hit some of the locals up.
Gonna meet some of the Aldershot massive.
We'll strut ourselves around. We'll get some cocktails maybe. Might get punched in the head and that's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of squaddies out tonight, apparently. Aldershot's an army base for our non-UK watchers. And they like to drink and they like to fight. So yeah, this could potentially be the last time Jack sees me for potentially 2 years. But yeah, no, this is it. But we talk about it every day. And we video call all the time, so we feel like I've never gone. Let's go out with a bang. So we're going to the gym now, we'll go to Jack's gym. So for reference, the gym is Jack's life. For me, I hate going to the gym, but I have to go, otherwise I'll get fat. If I did not have to go to the gym, I would not. But I hear I've got a Tom Platz arm workout coming my way.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna be able to hold the points tonight.
So Jack, we just finished your Jackman's bicep blowout routine on YouTube. I'm gonna put it up, full workout on there. What's the plan now?
I'm gonna show you the best sights in Aldershot, which isn't a lot, and then we're gonna wander and watch West Ham pummel Luton. Got the Air Max 900 rainbow print.
Converse, got them for Christmas from Santa.
Baggy Levi jeans.
Cargo's H&M.
We've got the Slipknot Adderall.
Armani belt, Uniqlo Airism.
Weird cartilage thing that's slowly getting infected.
Necklace from Canada, cheeky earring, nose ring from a great uncle, Lord of the Rings ring, my grandfather's ring.
Let's get the mullet check.
We are suited and booted. We've almost got 20k subs and we're in Aldershot right now. Are you technically Aldershot's most famous man?
I genuinely think so. Look at this, beautiful.
So friends of the channel will know this guy. This is the inspector. He's from our zombie streams. He's not actually from Aldershot, but he's joined us in Aldershot. So what's the reputation of Aldershot around here?
Not good. Drugs.
Sum up Aldershot in one word.
All the shit.
Okay. So that sums up my night in Aldershot. My voice is absolutely gone from screaming. It was so noisy. Whenever people found out I was from London and I was here, they all said why. So the general consensus I can get from Aldershot is that the people don't like it here. And all I can say is, to the people of Aldershot, you've been very hospitable to me. We went to the biggest nightclub in Aldershot, which was just a pub. I had a fun time. There was a fight. It was everything I hoped it would be. And I'm a very lucky boy, and I can't wait to go home.
The next morning was a pretty tough one. We had about 3 hours sleep before I had to leave to go back to London.
We got an order 46 on the go.
But that was it. That could be the last time I see Jack for almost 2 years. The only thing left now to do was to pack. I mean, what do you take with you when you're going away for 2 years? I wanted to take my PC with me so I could carry on making videos, and I had to fit it all into this suitcase. The only thing I took out was this graphics card, because if that broke, I was screwed. And speaking of screws, I managed to get one stuck inside the graphics card. I then doubled up my PC case as a storage compartment for my socks, to protect it and also to save space. Bubble wrapped my PC, and it thankfully managed to fit. There you have it, folks. My entire life for the next 2 years. Right there. Jumped in the car to Gatwick, said goodbye to my family, and I was off. See you soon, England. I then landed in Calgary and I had an hour and a half to get my immigration papers before having to sprint to my next flight, otherwise I would have missed it going to Vancouver. And here's the flat that I found on Craigslist. Had everything I needed, had a living room, had a kitchen, had a hot plate on the stove that I could make tacos on, had a nice bathroom. There's bedroom 1, and there's bedroom 2.
Very, very happy. Very, very tired. It's almost 6 o'clock here, which means it's about 2 a.m. in England. I'm absolutely knackered.
The next day.
So it's day 1 in Canada. The plan on my first day is to go out, see the town a little bit. I'm going to grab some electronics because I need to set up the computer. And I might just hand my CV in to some bars, just see how it goes. I feel like I've managed to avoid the jet lag. I stayed up till about 9 o'clock at night. I was awake for over 24 hours. I've avoided the jet lag, so I'm actually feeling pretty good today. So I feel like I can just hit the ground running. And I'm actually going to go for a run and just check out the local area. So it's day 3 now in Vancouver. It's Thursday. Last night I was wandering around Gastown, just handing my CV into places. I've got a few applications back. I've got an interview on Monday at this place. On the job front perspective, it's looking promising. Met some pretty cool people as well, actually. There's quite a few English bartenders in Vancouver, so the novelty of me being English over here is clearly not going to work. There is one thing I'm noticing about Vancouver though, and that is, maybe it's just Canada as a whole, or it's just here, but it is so expensive in the supermarkets, like the grocery stores. Living here, like renting, is cheaper than London for sure. Actually surviving here is more expensive, it seems. And it looks like when it comes to food especially, I'm gonna have to really cut costs
So one of the ways I'm going about saving some money here and there is just cooking for myself. So I've just mass produced about 10 meals, which means I'm going to save like, I don't know, what's an average meal? About $10, $100 right there from $40, $30 worth of stuff. So what I've got here is just some chicken, you know, you got to get that protein in, couscous, being very exotic, roasted peppers, roasted tomatoes, and that's it. Just bung that all into a pan, just cook it all. Easy peasy, nice cheap meal. So that's Will's travel advice. Cook for yourself. So finally set my PC up. I bought this desktop off of a guy for about $70. It's probably not going to come back with me, so hopefully I'll sell it at the end. But yeah, that's the setup. Rate my cable management, absolutely dreadful.
So for the foreseeable future, it looks like this is the setup. Seems alright. Got some light, cool picture of I think it's Amsterdam. Day 3, we're already set up and ready to go. So okay, so it's Friday now. I think that's day 4. I'm counting it as day 4. Just had a wander around downtown Vancouver, and it's absolutely stunning. Like the view of North Vancouver with the mountains in the background is just, it beats West London 100%. So I'm really trying to engross myself in with Canada while I'm here, and I'm talking to loads of cool people and just chatting with everyone left, right, and centre. And I've met some interesting people, and it's only been 4 days. But tomorrow, hopefully, I'm picking up a guitar, and that will complete my moving in process, and then life will be back to normal.
Bit of a random thing, but one of the ways I'm trying to save money, obviously, is using up all the ingredients that I have. And I bought a pineapple recently, and I found a recipe online for something called tepache, which is a Mexican drink. So if all the excess pineapple you have, the skin, everything like that, you put it in some water with loads of spices, and then you leave it to like ferment for a couple of days. You're supposed to put loads of spices in it, but the best I could do is maple syrup. So this is just water, pineapple, maple syrup, and it's supposed to be a drink. So I'm gonna try it right now. So here it is. Doesn't look anything special, but cheers. It's really weird. It's almost like beer. It tastes like fruity beer. I hope this doesn't make me violently ill. So after 7 days in Vancouver, it was time to head off to my first interview. Hopefully, it went well. I wasn't feeling that nervous. I was more excited than anything and hopeful that I would get a job. So I've just got back with my tiny microphone from the interview, and it went well. It was good. It was good. It went as well as it could. Very, very casual, actually. Just a conversation, but I'm absolutely knackered. I'm so tired. I don't know why. This has been a pretty crazy week. I would have been here a week tomorrow, and a lot has happened, so I think I need to just chill a little bit now. Unfortunately, there was no time to chill, as the person would get back to me and say they didn't actually have any jobs available. So I was a bit confused as to why they invited me to an interview anyway, but this would be an ongoing theme within my time in Vancouver. A lot of places, it seems, they give you an application, they'll be like, yeah, we can do this, we can do that, and they don't really come back to you. So it seems like you've got to like chase up people a lot here. And I spoke to my friend who's in Canada already, and he was like, yeah, that's what it's like. So it seems you just got to keep being persistent here. That's the only way. And this unreliability would really sink in as I started to hit the second week of my time in Vancouver.
Been up to 2 weeks now since I arrived in Vancouver. I've sent off a ton of resumes via the internet, spoken to a lot of people in bars, handed my CV in physically to bars. And like I said, it's coming up to 2 weeks, and I don't normally get nervous.
I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit weak.
Reason being is I'm renting somewhere. I need money now, otherwise I'm gonna have to go home, which isn't the ideal situation because I'm kind of slightly building a bit of a life for myself over here, and I like it here. It's fun. One thing I'm finding about Vancouver is things move very slow, and a lot of people promise you things and they don't deliver, so they let you down quite a lot. For example, a lot of places have told me they'll be in touch and they don't. It's a difficult one, but you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep persevering. finally have good news. I've been given an induction, orientation, starting shift thing at a bar, so I can successfully say, hopefully, I have a job. And it's taken me 3 and a bit weeks to get it, but I could have had it within 1 day. And the reason why that is because the place that has asked me to come in is the first place I went into on my first day. I'm not going to confirm as I've officially got a place and I've got somewhere to work yet, but 3.5 weeks is the rough timeline it's taken me, and I'm very, very happy with that. But for now, I can relax.
So I had the induction at the bar, but before long, I had to head off to Seattle. You see, when I was back in England, one of my favourite bands, Holding Absence, were doing a record signing of their new album, and I met them and got chatting with them, and told them I was going to be in Vancouver, and they were going to be playing in Seattle, and they invited me to come and see their concert, and put me on the guest list. I packed my bag, and headed off to Seattle for the weekend. I was feeling a bit more relieved now that I had this potential job in the works.
So I've just arrived in Seattle. First impressions, it's very quiet here compared to London. And I'm kind of getting a similar vibe to Vancouver, but I guess I'll discover it over the next few days. Although as I've just said that, there is a man out here somewhere just screaming.
I enjoyed my time in Seattle, but now it was time to get back to work. However, things were about to get worse when I thought they were only about to get better.
So, a slight update with the job. Got that job at the bar. I went into the place and worked there for a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. Then went off to Seattle for my trip to see Holding Absence. And then when I came back, they told me, the bar, a week later, that they're actually fully staffed and they can't give me any shifts. So, yeah. Why hire me then? It's annoying because I rejected a lot of interviews when I was in Seattle because I thought I had a job. So I'm very much back to square one, it seems. And yeah, I need a job within the next 2 weeks. I'm not nervous, I'm not scared. It's just a tougher challenge. It's just a setback. It's set me back a couple of weeks now. Set me back 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll just keep on going. Just keep on trying places, keep on going to places, keep on talking to people. Just not stop.
I wasn't going to let this slight bump in the road bring me down. I was going to enjoy my time here and make the most of it while I could, and always stay positive, because I knew something good was going to happen eventually.
Okay, so a little update. It's been a while. After applying for ages and honestly feeling like nothing was going to happen, I got offered 4 jobs within the space of 3 hours one morning. By the looks of things, the one that I want is only part-time, so I'm going to take that and then supplement it with something else. So essentially I'm going to have 2 jobs. Like, I've signed the paperwork and everything. There is paperwork for this place. It's such a relief because things were starting to look a little bit sketchy. Just looking forward to that first day. Just want to get started, and I just want to start living in the city. You know, I'm excited for what the next few months and years have in store for me. I mean, who knows, I might even stay longer. The next thing though now is I need to find a place to stay. Living on my own, whilst I can do it, I'd rather share with someone and save money and go out and have experiences, because when I look back, I'm going to be thinking about the memories of what I did here, not how I lived here. So yeah, still exciting times, still busy. I haven't really had the chance to just relax. But that's just part of moving to a new place. It takes a long time to settle yourself down.
The whole process of finding a new house was actually pretty easy. Now that Vancouver Marketplace worked for me, I could use it. I found places that I liked, sent some messages off, went to this one place in particular, absolutely loved it, and 2 days later they offered me to stay there. It was so easy. It does seem that everything happens all at once. I got the new place, and I got the new job within days of each other, but now it was time to finally start working and start living in the city.
Well, today's the day I finally get to go out and do a full day of work. It's been a long time coming.
It's been literally just over 2 months since arriving here. In that time I've got a new place to live, I've got 2 jobs, but I'm excited to go and do this first shift. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now and hopefully it goes well. And it did go well. Everything's gone really well now. After worrying so much for weeks and months about getting a job, I'm finally working in a great place that is so flexible and I can balance it with my life. Just goes to show sometimes you have to really wait for the good things to happen, and you have to go through all the bad first before the best things happen. I absolutely love it at the new place I'm working, and I could not wish to have been in a better place. I'm just excited to start living in the city now, and to finally just enjoy life here.
So that's it. It's my final day here in this apartment that I moved into on my first day here in Canada. Sad to go, to be honest, but you've got to change it at some point. Things have gone very well. This now feels like the end of my first chapter here of my time here in Canada, and I'm excited to see what happens next, what the future holds for me. So much has happened in the last 3 months. There's been a lot of ups definitely, but a lot of downs as well in terms of trying to find a job. And I thought finding a job would be the easiest, but it is actually the hardest. And I thought starting a life here, meeting new people, making friends would be the hardest part, but that was so easy. It was so effortless, and I've met some really cool and really nice people. And now that I'm working and I've got a bit more money coming in, I can now enjoy that a bit more, I feel like. But yeah, things have gone very, very well. And when you look back on how hard you've worked on something, like I spent so many days and hours, weeks even, trying to find a job. Now that I've got one, I can look back and I can be proud of myself for not giving up and and constantly persevering. But for now, time to end this video. Maybe I'll do a part 2 at some point, just for an update. And if you live in Vancouver and you just happen to see me around, just give me a little nod like that so I know that you've seen the video. Anyway, I've got to carry on packing. See ya.